In today's class, we'll learn about problems on inverse Laplace transform using convolution theorem. The problem is find the inverse Laplace transform using convolution theorem of the function s divided by s square plus a square whole square. The solution of this problem we'll see now.
So problems on convolution theorem we'll see. So find the inverse Laplace transform using the convolution theorem of the function s upon s square plus a square whole square. So solution. So we need to find the inverse Laplace of s divided by s square plus a square whole square using convolution theorem. So here first we need to first collect f dash of s and g dash of s. So here f dash of s is I will choose, so anything you can choose here. So I will choose f dash of s as 1 upon s square plus a square, because s square plus a square we have 2 times, 1 time I have taken here. What left among this 1 upon s square plus a square I have taken from this. So left what here, s divided by 1 more times, that is s square plus a square. If you multiply both of these two, we should get back this. So we have to choose f dash of s and g dash of s in a such a way that if you multiply, we should get back our original question. So therefore once we got this, so we need to take inverse Laplace on this. So inverse Laplace, of f dash of s is equal to inverse Laplace of what here, 1 upon s square plus a square, and one more function, so inverse Laplace of g dash of s is equal to inverse Laplace of s divided by s square plus a square. So now the inverse Laplace of f dash of s is nothing but f of t, and the result of inverse Laplace of 1 upon a square s square plus a square is what here, sine of at divided by 80. And another function, inverse Laplace of g dash of s is nothing but it will be g of t, and inverse Laplace of s upon s square plus a square is what here, because of s it will become cos of 80. So we got f of t and then g of t. So once we get these both, now we'll replace t as u as well as t minus u. So in this function f of t, t will be replaced by what here, u I will make it. So therefore f of u is equal to sine of au divided by a. So in one function u and another function we have to make it what here, t minus u. So already I have made f of f of t I have made f of u. So here it will become now g of t minus u is equal to cos of a into t minus u. So which is nothing but cos of at minus au. So this is our g of t minus u. So once we get these both, so now we have convolution theorem. So it is given by inverse Laplace of f dash of s into g dash of s is equal to integration limit from u is equal to 0 to u is equal to 3 t f of u into g of t minus u into du. So this is a statement of our convolution theorem. So therefore our f dash of s is nothing but f dash of s, we have chosen 1 upon s square plus a square, and g dash of s we have chosen s upon s square plus a square, which is equal to integration 0 to t. F of u is nothing but sine of au divided by a, and g of t minus u is nothing but what here, g of t minus u is cos of at minus au, cos of at minus au into du. So therefore, which is nothing but, this is on multiplication, inverse Laplace of, it will become s divided by s square plus a square, s square plus a square, it will become s square plus a square whole square, which is nothing but our required question. So on right hand side, so constant is 1 upon a, integration of 0 to t, so sine of au into cos of at minus au into du. So we cannot apply the integration directly. So first we'll apply sine a into cos b formula, then we'll integrate. So what is sine a into cos b? So sine a into cos b is nothing but 1 by 2 times sine of a plus b plus sine of a minus b. So therefore our inverse Laplace of s divided by s square plus a square whole square will become 1 by a is a constant, integration 0 to t 1 by 2 times sine of a value is how much here, au, that is au, plus b value is a t minus au, that is at minus au, plus I will apply right here, plus sine into a minus b, a is au minus b, so but b value is at minus au, so minus sign is there, so this will become minus at but plus au. So understand, and into du it will be, so I will rewrite once again. So 1 by 2 and 1 by a, it will be outside, 1 by 2a integration 0 to t sine of plus au and minus au cancels, will get only at, plus here au plus au, it will become what here, 2au, so it will become 2au minus at into du. So once we get this, we need to integrate first. So now 1 upon 2a, integration of sine at is nothing but so here I will tell you one thing. So sine of at we need to integrate with respect to u, but here no u term in the first, that is sine of at. So sine of at I can say that it is purely constant. So integration of constant with respect to u, so constant is sine of at into integration of constant with respect to u means I need to multiply u here, limit from u is equal to 0 to u is equal to t, plus second term integration, so I will put a bracket here. So second term is integration of sine of 2au minus 80, here we have u function, so integration of sine of 2au is nothing but, I'll put a bracket, minus cos of 2au minus 80 divided by differentiation of 2au minus 80 with respect to u is nothing but 2a, limit from u is equal to 0 to u is equal to t. So on final simplification, so 1 upon 2a is common for both the terms, so sine of 80 So apply u is equal to t as upper limit here, that is t minus lower limit as 0, plus into minus is minus. So for this 1 upon 2a is a constant. So apply upper limit, replace u is equal to t. So u is equal to t means what happens here, as upper limit cos of 2at minus at, upper limit, minus lower limit, u will be replaced by 0. So 0 into this will be completely what here, 2a into 0 is 0. 0 minus 80 is nothing but what here, cos of minus 80. Cos of minus angle is nothing but always plus, so it is cos of 80. So therefore 1 upon 2a sine of 80 into t minus 0. So it is t minus 0 is t into sine of 80, first term, minus 1 by 2 times 1 by 2a. So here cos of 2at minus 80 is nothing but cos of 80 minus cos of 80. So which is finally, so cos 80 minus cos 80 cancels, 0 into 1 by 2a is 0. So t sine 80 minus 0 is what here, 1 by 2a into t sine 80. So therefore I can say that inverse Laplace transform of s divided by s square plus a square whole square is nothing but 1 by 2a into t into sine of 80. So this is the required solution of given function using inverse Laplace transform.